Here's the truth that nobody wants to admit. The more you talk about your goals, the less likely you are to actually hit them. I've hit some of my biggest wins in complete silence. No announcements, no hype, just pressure and results, feel me? Today I'm going to be breaking down why telling people your goals is quietly destroying your execution and how to flip that into real power. So this is actually scientifically proven, you know what I'm saying? You guys already know I don't pull out my ass on this channel. When you tell people your goals, your brain releases dopamine. So psychologically, you kind of feel like you already did something just by expressing your idea and having conversation about it with your friends or family or girl or whatever. But you didn't do shit, you feel me? All you did was talk. You feel validated, you know what I'm saying? But you haven't taken a single step into the direction you need to be going into. Second problem is you tell someone you want to start a business. The first thing most people are going to do is tell you all the reasons why it's not going to work, which can be a good thing. Maybe they might bring up something that could be a potential hurdle for you in your journey. But most of the time, in my experience, they're just hating. They're scared or intimidated by your ambition, and they just start projecting that fear onto you. Common things you might hear from people. Oh, you sure that's smart? Or what if it doesn't work? You know how hard that is, right? If it's not a constructive, genuine concern, do not listen to that. Just keep going, keep doing you, keep on your hustle. Don't let that discourage you. The next problem is that energy kills your momentum. Every time you share your next move with someone, you lose a little bit of energy. You lose a little pressure, a little edge. That brain power you're using to think about all the good things that are gonna happen once you become successful, right? You need to be putting that into executing, you feel me? It's better to just keep your emotion bottled inside. Let silence be your sharpest weapon. Let people see the results and not just the draft. When I used to talk about my every move with every and anybody, right? You eventually start sounding like a broken record. You have one business idea, you start talking about how I'm gonna launch a new brand, I'm gonna start something big, this has so much potential, this could be $1 billion company, I'm gonna get all this seeding, you have a whole plan, you're just telling everybody, you're just gassed about the whole idea. 2 weeks later, 2 months later, there's no product, there's no money, and you're still doing the same shit you were doing before you started talking about that business idea. The main cause of that is because you're getting dopamine before the result. You're getting dopamine from people approving your idea, people commenting on that post saying, yeah, way to go, I feel like this is a good idea. The comments of people validating you becomes your reward, not the real success or the real money that's going to come out of this. And of course, when you don't follow through, you don't get that result, you feel embarrassed. Now you've told the whole world, now you're backpedaling, and then you ghost your own goal. So those times kind of taught me something, you know what I'm saying? The more noise I made, the less moves I finished. From that point on, only my close circle gets to know about my program, you know what I'm saying? Being silent became part of my strategy. And honestly, that's when it started to pick up. I started to execute more consistently, and things started to look better for me. And when nobody knows about what you're doing, the pressure's internal. It's all in you, and that's the best type of pressure you could have. When the pressure's internal, you're not chasing praise, you're chasing results. No audience, no performance, you're just focused on what you have to do. So this video is not about being secretive, it's more about being focused. Move in silence, execute in private. Your results should be so loud that they're not asking you what you're up to. They're asking you how you did it. Let them find out when it's too late to catch up. If you need help building your plan in silence, feel me, book a one-on-one, the link's in the description below. Again, new videos for y'all every 2 days. Subscribe if you want that quiet success.